Hello everybody, my name is James Whittaker. In this short video, I'll be talking through the games from beginning to end as you will play them on the day. There are two ways to play these games, by match or question by question formats, and your meeting organizers will tell you which version of the game you'll be using for your contest. But for this video, we will run through two examples of the games, and you'll be able to see the judges screen on the laptop here, and then we have two users that are logged in using their mobile phone devices. These two users that are using mobile phones, we would strongly suggest you do not use your mobile phones for the competition, as it is much easier to type in your answers and press the buzzer when you are on a screen. But if you do wish to use your phone, you are welcome to do so. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is get everybody onto our Zoom meeting. We can introduce yourselves, and this will be where the volunteers on the day will ensure that all the players in the Zoom meeting are the correct people for their team registrations. So until the volunteers are happy that the people participating on the Zoom call are the people that are in the teams, until that stage has happened, no one will be able to start the game. So first off, we will do an example of the match by match game. Firstly, I will, as the judge, go to the PBOWL game tab at the top here, and you'll be able to see that the selected game, the selected PBOWL competition that we are using is the test game staff. And then the first round that we're going to test is the match by match test. If I click on this drop down box, you will see all of the other PBOWLs that are taking place over the next few days. And then the different rounds are available here. So here is the match by match example, and here is the question by question test. If you try entering a game that you are not logged into or not signed up to, you will not be able to enter that game. So there is no chance of you participating in a competition that you should not be participating in. So at this stage, we would now like to ask the players to log into the software. Now, when people are on their phone, they will see that the menu is at the top right-hand side. But they go to the same area, PBOWL game, and then we will see the different matches that are available, exactly the same as the judge. So in this case, we are already on the correct setting, test game staff, and we are doing the match by match test. Again, as a reminder, the match by match test means that we will hear all of the questions one after another before the judges have a chance to review them. The judges will only review the scores once all players have played all games. As we can see, the play match button is currently grey, which means we cannot do it, but we are able to play demo games, which will allow us to get a feel for the game as many times as we like. So once we're at this stage, the administrator, as long as they are happy that everyone is ready to begin the game, we will go to the administration screen and we will select the game to open to play. Once this is complete, because we are on a live website, we may need to refresh the page for these changes to show. But as you can see here, the match by match test has now been set to open. If we refresh the player games, we will now see the same thing. So at this stage, we would ask the players to press play match. And at this point, there will be an overview of the rules and regulations, what to do if your internet crashes for any particular reason. And we strongly encourage people to read through all of this at least the first time that they play the game. All of this is on the rules and regulations as well. So once everyone has got to this stage, we ask people to pause. Once everybody has confirmed they are ready, we
Name
ask them to
one main
press
type
play
of
match.
gas lift mandrel.
Name one main type of gas lift mandrel.
What is the effect that occurs
In
when
the
a tube
game,
is loaded
you will
in
see
What
the
is the
timer
effect
run
that
down and you will have to press the answer button in order to respond, and during that time, you will have 15 seconds to type in your answer. If you do not press submit, your answer will not be counted. So, of the example questions, they have all run through and the game will automatically close from a player's perspective. Now the judge will be able to go to the match evaluation tab and they will see that we can close the match. Now we have closed the match, we will see that there was only one complete answer from both players for the two questions that were asked, and we can now go to evaluate the match. When the judge evaluates the match, they will be able to share their screen so that everyone can see, and they will see the question that everybody was asked, and they will see the official answer that is being dictated by the question writers. In this case, neither player responded to the question. As a result, there is no response, and we do not need to mark either as correct or incorrect. So we do not need to confirm anything. There are no points allocated either way. So we can move on to the second question. In the second question, both teams have answered, but we can see that team B were the fastest. As a result, we can read the question: what is the effect that occurs when a tube is loaded in an axial tension generated axial strain, but also resulting in radial compressive strain? The correct answer is ballooning. As this is a test, we can comfortably say that this is an incorrect answer. And now that we have shown that there is an incorrect answer, we are now able to review the second fastest team. If their answer is correct or incorrect, we can mark that here. And please remember, as the judges review your question, you will be assigned points, either -5 points for an incorrect answer or positive 10 points for a correct answer. But remember, only the fastest answer from each team will be considered. If the fastest team is the first team and they are correct, then there'll be no need to review the answer from the second team. At this stage, before we confirm the evaluation, this will be the only opportunity players have to appeal any scores, and they will have 2 appeals per game. That's per team, not per player. So once all of the questions have been reviewed and we are happy, we can go back to them. We can confirm the evaluation, and then we can close the window. We can now close the round and we can see the final scores. So in this case, team 1 scored 0, team B scored 10, and we can see the results. And that is the end of one game, the match by match version of the game. If we now go back to PBOWL game, we can test the question by question version of the game. I will go back to the main menu for the players and the judge. And now we will select the question by question version of the game. Again, this is set to not open, and we can see that the completed match test has already been closed from the evaluation process. Again, it will be up to the software administrator to go into the match and change the status to open to play. Once that is saved, people should be able to refresh their page again. Select the question by question round, and we will again see that there is a play match button. Again, players can go into play the match, but instead of playing the game straight away, we will see they were asked to play as join a waiting room. and the judge will be asked to do the same thing. On the judges screen here, we can see an overview of the status of who has joined the match. So we will now ask the players to join the waiting room. And automatically we can see that the two players are connected. Please remember, in this demo, we just have one player per team, but in a real game, you will need at least two players and a maximum of 4 players at any one time. Your 5th player in your team should be considered a substitute player, and they can join games in between matches. So we can see everybody is connected. Again, we would ask all of the players to confirm verbally that they are ready to start the game. And once they have confirmed they are, we will start the match. Again, the software will ask the question, and then there will be 5 seconds for people to buzz in. Then there will be a further 15 seconds to type in their answer. This time, you just go straight back to the summary page, but the judge will see who has responded fastest. This will be reviewed at the top. Again, we see the question, the official answer, and then who responded first. In this case, team 1 has responded first, and we can mark them as correct. Or if we decide that they are incorrect, we will then be able to see the answer from the second team. Once we are happy with the scores and any chances for appeals have been completed, we can confirm the evaluation and move the whole group to the next question. We will now move to the next question. So we can now answer the questions, and we will write in the answer. Again, if you do not submit your answer, it will time out and it will be considered as an incorrect answer. So we can see the players are all connected. We can see the answer. Again, there's an incorrect answer. And it's shown as incorrect. Confirm the evaluation and we can move to the next question. Okay, in this instance, we will consider this a correct answer and confirm the evaluation. And once we have completed all questions, we will go to end the match. Here we will see an overview of the scores, who earned the most points, and we will see an overview of the player's individual ability. Once we have recorded that, we can then leave the game lobby and we can change the match. If we do need to review anything, we can do so here, but then it will be up to the question reviewer to change the status. And then from that point on, no further questions will be accepted. At this stage, the game has been completed, and then we will be ready for the next round. So that is an example of the question by question test, and previously before that, the match by match test. So I hope this helps explain how this game works. Good luck.